Get ready because today I am turning some of the most unexpected Dollar Tree finds into seriously gorgeous fall decor. These ideas are easy, affordable, and a few of these transformations are so good, you're definitely going to want to try them. Please hit the thumbs up button and let's jump on into it. Okay, for this one, I am taking some simple glass vases from the Dollar Tree and we're going to dress these up using paper straws. So I picked these up on Amazon. I'll have them linked down below. They were a little bit more yellow toned than I originally wanted, and I thought I would take some paint and dry brush over them, but at the end of the project, I love them so much, I didn't even touch them with any paint. I started by cutting them down just to different lengths and getting them just some different sizes so that they wouldn't be straight across around the vase. For this part, you'll want to work in small sections at a time, especially if you're using hot glue. I just put a few dabs of hot glue or a few lines at different heights around a little section and then just started picking up the straws, making a variation of height so they all didn't line up perfectly. This is going to give it a lot of dimension. I feel like it looks like cute little bamboo pieces, but continue to just keep adding the straws until I run out of glue and then add some more. Whenever this was completely finished, I did kind of roll around a little bit to see if any of the straws popped off, and then I would secure them back in place. But I did this for a taller vase and a little bit shorter one, and I feel like you could style these just as is. It is so pretty for everyday decor, but to make this a fall project, I had this really fun idea to stick the little flower pieces around inside of the straws. Also, another tip, when you do cut the straws, there's one side that's kind of going to get bent from the scissors clamping down on them. So I tried after a minute to start putting that side down so the top of the straw was nice and open for all these floral pieces. I love these mini little sunflowers from Dollar Tree, but how cute is this? I love the color scheme. The bamboo sticks that are really straws look so cool and just a really fun project overall. I love this idea so much, I knew I had to apply it to something else. So I have one of these older wooden rounds. I don't even know if they still have these at Dollar Tree, but it was just in my crafting stash, so I went ahead and got it out. If you can't find these here, I know any craft store definitely has wooden slices like this. So I go ahead and continue to do the same thing with the straws, just cutting them at different sizes. I kind of got them in a row. I wanted them to curve around the wood, scooted them up, added some hot glue. If you didn't want to use hot glue because you worried about it cooling off before getting to apply them all, you definitely could pick a different adhesive, anything that you like. I did notice that my straws tried to slant a little bit to the right, so I wish I would have started in the middle and really centered them first and then worked outward, but I'm just going to kind of angle this up on the plate stand that I'm going to be using to display this, and you'll never know it, but still just filling it in with just a lot of scrap pieces that were left from last year's fall tubs. If you dig down to the bottom, there's tons of loose leaves and stuff in my crafting tubs that I've stored away, so this is a great way to get to use them. And then I just thought the bottom was kind of plain just with so much of the straw showing, so I wrapped a little bit of twine around it. You could definitely skip this part if you don't like bows. I know you either like them or you don't, or don't want to put them on everything, but I feel like this was another really great way to display florals, get that perfect pop of fall color, and a really fun project to create. Okay, so Dollar Tree keeps putting out all of these little decorative vase fillers. I have a lot of these left over, but I still see them for sale at my Dollar Tree, so I know they're still coming out with them. I love the white ones. I felt like they had the little vine going around the middle, and I could add some of my favorite pressed flowers. You guys know that I add pressed flowers to everything. I had some little bottle caps that I put down so these wouldn't roll around all over the table, and I did lay out the gray ones too because I thought that I would attach these to all of them, but after I saw how busy it was making the white decorative pieces, I decided to hold off on the gray and just mix it in the vase filler, and I'm so glad I did. It adds such a contrast and doesn't make the bowl or whatever you're going to be putting it in look too busy. Now these pressed flowers, I just ordered them from Amazon. I'll have them linked down below, but I did try to use the ones that were most flat. The more sunflower styled or daisy styled flowers that were pressed had like a thick center, color, and they didn't want to glue down as easily. So just play around, see what works for you, maybe a stronger adhesive. I wanted to use my clear school glue adhesive, but I couldn't find it for this project, so I just went full in with Mod Podge. But after these dry, you can do another layer. You could spray them with some clear coat to make them extra shiny, but I love the fall colors that are coming in. It looks really cute and cozy, and the gray ones do add the contrast and not make this too busy. I felt like I hit the jackpot whenever I found this large wooden pumpkin at the thrift store. It was like off season, so I think that's why it was even sitting there, or I don't feel like it would have lasted very long at all. It's a very nice hefty piece, a gorgeous color. I love the shape of it, and it even had a built-in stand that was really nice and sturdy, so it can stand alone. I think this will be a nice large piece for my fireplace, but it was pretty plain and I wanted to dress it up. I have a ton of this roll of wrapping paper that I ordered from Amazon, but you definitely could opt for Dollar Tree peel and stick. But I felt like this was the perfect color. I love adding in sage green pieces in my fall decor. So I started just by kind of eyeballing it and cutting this pumpkin in half by gluing some Mod Podge, and then, but definitely could measure if you're worried about it, and then applying the paper to it, let it completely dry after smoothing it out. And then it has these gorgeous lines that are actually deep. So I just took my nail and kind of followed the edge, so I didn't cut away any of the paper I wasn't supposed to. I am doing this after it completely dries. I take a piece of sandpaper, go all around the edges and in between the little pieces or sections of the pumpkin, and I feel like it looks so good. You can see it added so much color to this. I do sand over the paper to give it more of a distressed look and kind of use this little Cricut tool to dig out the excess in the lines, but I feel like this gives it a whole different look. Walmart puts out these little pieces every year. They're usually around $1, usually like 98 cents. And you get the pumpkins, the berry, a leaf, and a little bit of raffia. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that to the top of this just so it has a little bit of decor at the top. They do sell this in a green color, but I just didn't want to keep it all the same color. I love orange everything when it comes to fall. You could add a word across the front. I know everyone doesn't love words now as much as they used to, but I feel like this piece was so much fun to flip. I can't believe this was a thrift store find. This little bucket caught my eye, so I had to grab it. It's a little planter, I assume. It's made of metal or thin metal, and I knew it would create a gorgeous planter. You could just pop some sunflowers in there, but I wanted to create something unique, and Dollar Tree has these really fun, large styrofoam discs. I love these. I've always saw the smaller ones, so I wanted to create this like pumpkin stand. Now, you easily could put the pumpkin right on top of the stand and not even worrying about having to paint this or add any florals or anything, and that would look good too. But for this one, I really wanted to add like the greenery and the moss underneath. So that's just a hack if you don't want to mess with painting and gluing. But for this, I had a ton of Spanish moss. So I start by painting the little disc or little styrofoam piece this mineral color to just match the moss that I'm adding on there. So none of the cheap green styrofoam is going to be showing. I give it a little trim, and it does look like a little haystack that would be under the pumpkin. I glue these together and then just start adding a ton of leftover greenery that I have from summer. These are my favorite projects to make because it feels like I'm not wasting items like this, like all of this greenery. I know I always overbuy the greenery picks everywhere. They're just like when I see them for 98 cents at Walmart or see that Dollar Tree stocked up on a bunch of them, I just go ahead and grab extra. So this was a cute way to get to use it, but it looks like it belongs in fall decor, and this made a really fun stand that has like a lot of height to it. Okay, so I was so excited whenever I saw these little lanterns for $3. Last year they were selling them for $5, so I'm really excited that they're bringing a little bit of some of their prices down a little bit. This one I did struggle to move the little tag, so I go ahead and pull that out. And then whenever you turn this on, it has like a nice little yellow glow to it. And he's cute as is, this little ghost, but I wanted to dress it up. I used to make ghosts all the time and sell them at craft shows, and this was like one of my best hacks, is if you put this little squiggly line with some dots around anything, it makes it look so much cuter. And any kind of like door hanger or craft that I would make, I always added these, and it just makes it pop. I had this left over. It came out of one of my storage tubs. It's a $1 boo sign from the Dollar General. Check out Dollar General for little signs and pieces like this, because they are really good at having smaller stuff that you can add to pieces. Very inexpensive, but you can see how easily it transformed that little plain ghost into this. You could even add a ribbon to the side, but I think it just makes it pop so much more. So this is the lantern from last year. It was $5. It was made a little bit different, but I still feel like it's really, really cute. I am using one of those car detail cloths that you can get in the automotive section at Dollar Tree, and kind of loosely tracing around this ghost just to create this really fun pillow. So I had to share with you guys, you could even use these as little stencils. Obviously anything ghost shape would have worked, or you could have printed out something to trace, but I felt like this was a great way to get to use it. I made a line on the inside that I could curl over the edges with hot glue, just enough to give it a hem that nothing would ravel or all of the white pieces would flake off all season long and have to vacuum them up. So go ahead, create this fun little ghost shape, and then whenever I flip it over, you can see it has the nice edges. I'm going to be applying it right to this pillow and then getting to dress it up. You could feel free to use fabric glue if you wanted to. I'm just a hot glue person and I add it to everything. I added some little felt eyes that I had. I just freehanded cut these out of felt that I had on hand, and then added a little ribbon to the top. And then I thought it would be really cute to make it look like it's holding something in its hands. I do make the little mouth with a Sharpie marker, but you could also use one of the little bottles of puff paint. This little candy corn came off of a garland from the Dollar Tree, and I just thought it was the perfect fabric that matched the ghost itself. So if I cut out some little hands, I could make it look like it was actually holding this. So I do the hack where I glued them together and then turn them inside out, so there's like this seamless line. You're not going to be able to tell that I hot glued this, and then add a ton of glue. I think this brings it so much life, and love that pop of color. If you're not finding a lot of Halloween stuff out at your store, there's still ways to create cute decor to get ready for the season. I grabbed a couple of glass pieces. These were $5 and $3, so a little bit pricey. You could use the smaller ones if you want. I just feel like it makes it look so much nicer using the bigger pieces. And I'm using some little knobs that I have on hand already. I love grabbing these little knobs from the Dollar General. If you look back in their decor section, they usually have wood ones and metal ones, sometimes gold ones. And then on my Cricut, I'm just cutting out a couple of little ghost faces to add right to the front of these. Fill them up with just some stuffing or cotton. It makes the face pop off of this. You could also add some string lights if you want to, but I feel like it looks so cute, matches high-end decor or anybody's decor, and then you could easily reuse this. Just peel off the little face at the end of the season and pop something on there for Christmas time. Thank you guys so much for checking out today's video. Let me know in the comments down below some cool ideas that you've been seeing or what you want to see next on my channel. Please leave me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy crafting. Bye.